Hello, and welcome back to another Lolita dress review. In this video, we'll be taking a look at Jewelry Jelly by Angelic. This dress comes in 5 different cuts: an OP, a switching JSK, a standard JSK, a tiered skirt, and a regular skirt, in pink, mint, lavender, sax blue, and black. It also comes in a special set release that comes in pink, sax blue, mint, and black. For this video, we'll be taking a look at the switching JSK in the sax blue colorway. So I wanted to start by saying I do apologize for the lighting in this video probably not being as bright as it usually was, as I did record this in a different room, but I did want to cover this one, so here it is. Now this was one of Angelic Pretty's very popular releases that came back into a surge of popularity during the sweet boom of 2021, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you actually got your hands on this release. So taking an up-close look, we can see that there is a bit of a star decoration on the ruffles that are on the sleeves. That same ruffle goes across the top, and there are 3 bows in the center of the switching JSK. That ruffle accent with the stars on it is right underneath the bodice of the dress as well, right there under the bows. You can take a closer look at it right here. And going down, you can see there is a large bow right there in the center of the dress. One of my favorite details of any Lolita dress. I love the big bows right there in the center. Now before we go down to the skirt portion, I will give you a sneak peek at this very popular print, but we're going to take a slight detour over here to the left to take a look at one of the waist ties with a cute bow at the bottom right here. And the other waist tie looks exactly the same, and there is a very cute detail on the back once we take a look at that part of the dress. There's the cute bow at the bottom. We will take a very quick sneak peek at the print that we're going to, of course, go in much further detail later on, but you guys can see it. One of the very, very, very beloved aspects of this dress are the gorgeous, gorgeous jellies they have at the bottom, and this dress also has glitter on it. I think you can see just a bit of it before we come down here and look at the lace, which does have these cute little jellies on them as well. Very cute detail, and again, very understandable why this is one of Angelic Pretty's more popular releases. You can see a little bit of that sparkling glitter as well, which is great because this was a secondhand purchase, so it's always nice when that's maintained. And here's a full look at the front of the dress. Now looking at the back of the dress, you can see that the sleeves are pretty much the same. There is some shearing on this JSK, and look at those buttons, they are so cute. These buttons are at the top, and there are the exact same buttons that can be seen on the waist ties. They're just these cute little flower-shaped jellies as well. They're so bright and shiny, so here they are on the waist ties. Again, the one at the top was for the top of the dress to make it a little bit easier to go in along with the shearing. And as you can see, the print is pretty much the same as it is on the front of the dress. So here is a full look at the back of the dress. Now let's take a look at that print. So first of all, at the top, right before you get down to the border print, there are some details a little bit at the top with just candies and whipped creams and jellies, and everything on this dress is so shiny. I'm so upset that the lighting didn't come out very well, but everything is just so bright and vibrant. This dress holds up really well. Now, it is a little bit faded. This dress is also known to fade, so that is something that you can see a little bit here, that it's not as vibrant as you would hope, but it is still very nice that it does still maintain the print. So going down, you can see those jellies up and close, and we're going to look at each one of them as we always do. So here is one of the ones that I like the most. It's just this crystalline bowl with a bow at the bottom with jellies on the inside. There's a smaller purple one down there before we get to this cherry themed jelly parfait, I believe it is. And there's another it almost looks like ice, the way this super bright sax jelly looks here. And you can see that purple one again. There's also recurring stars and heart-shaped ones as well, and just some small jelly shape gelatinous, your typical jelly shape just going around as well. And the print does repeat rather quickly, so we are right back onto that this big jelly crystalline bowl with the bow at the bottom, and it does repeat again from here, but it's just so gorgeous. Can we just appreciate the colors? Can we appreciate just how bright and vibrant this red is for the cherries, and like the way they use the white to make like the reflected shiny effect as well. So it really has a lot of depth to it as well. It's just such a fun print. I just love how they colored it. It's so beautiful. Now this dress is not one of mine, but it is one that I do want to own at some point. I'm not sure which version of the JSK I prefer, but I like both of them. I also don't mind the OP too much, but I prefer long sleeves, and this one is a shorter sleeved OP. But just looking at these bright colors, you guys know I would have to get the black one so that it would pop that much more nicely. Unfortunately, these details do tend to fade a little bit in the other colorways. They do still overall come out extremely nicely. Overall, as I said, this is a dress that I would love to add to my collection at some point. It's not a top priority, but again, I can see why it is a top priority for a lot of Lolitas. If you were not able to get your hands on this one, it has unfortunately only released once. Let's hope they'll do a re-release soon, because they have been re-releasing a lot of very popular prints recently. Thanks so much for watching, and tune in again for another Lolita dress review in the future.